In March 2018, the climbing world was shocked by the news that Marc-Andre Leclerc, a rising star in the sport, had gone missing while attempting a new route on a remote mountain in Alaska. Despite an extensive search effort, his body was never found. In this video, we will explore the tragic story behind his fatal accident, including the events leading up to his disappearance, the search and rescue effort, and the impact of his loss on the climbing community. Marc-Andre Leclerc was known for his bold and daring style and his ability to push the limits of what was thought possible in climbing. His loss was felt deeply by the climbing community, and his legacy lives on through his impressive accomplishments and the impact he had on the sport. Marc-Andre Leclerc was born on November 7, 1992 in Nanaimo, British Columbia, Canada. He grew up in a family of climbers and was introduced to the sport at a young age. By the time he was a teenager, he was already an accomplished climber with several different routes under his belt. In his early 20s, Marc-Andre Leclerc began to make a name for himself in the climbing world. He completed some of the most challenging routes in North America and Europe, often soloing them without ropes or other safety equipment. He was known for his bold and daring style and his ability to push the limits of what was thought possible in climbing. In March 2018, Marc-Andre Leclerc traveled to Alaska to attempt a new route on the Mendenhall Towers, a remote and challenging mountain range near Juneau. He was accompanied by his climbing partner, Ryan Johnson. The two men were attempting to climb a new route on the east face of the main tower, a route that had never been climbed before. The climb was going well at first, but then the weather took a turn for the worse. A snowstorm hit the mountain. Then the climbers were forced to hunker down in a snow cave they had dug for shelter. They waited out the storm, hoping to continue their climb once the weather cleared. But when the storm passed, Marc-Andre Leclerc and Ryan Johnson were nowhere to be found. A search and rescue team and effort was launched involving helicopters, planes, and ground crews. But despite an extensive search that lasted for several days, no sign of the climbers was found. Marc-Andre Leclerc was a Canadian climber who quickly gained recognition as a rising star in the world of climbing. He was known for his fearless approach to climbing and his ability to push the limits of what was thought possible. Leclerc's climbing career was characterized by a number of impressive ascents, including a solo ascent of the Emperor Face on Mount Robson, which is widely regarded as one of the most challenging climbs in North America. He was also known for his innovative and bold climbing style, which earned him a reputation as one of the most talented climbers of his generation. Despite his untimely passing in 2018, Leclerc's legacy lives on as a source of inspiration for climbers around the world. The Mendenhall Towers is a remote and challenging mountain range located in the heart of the Tongass National Forest in Alaska. With its jagged peaks, steep ridges, and unpredictable weather, this range represents and presents a formidable challenge to even the most experienced mountaineers. The Mendenhall Towers are renowned for their technical climbs and breathtaking views, attracting climbers from all over the world. However, the harsh and isolated nature of the range means that the climbers must come fully prepared and self-sufficient. Despite the challenges, the Mendenhall Towers remain a popular destination for those seeking adventure and the thrill of scaling some of the most challenging peaks in the world. Marc-Andre Leclerc and Ryan Johnson were experienced climbers who attempted to climb the Mendenhall Towers in Alaska in March 2018. The climb was considered one of the most challenging routes in the world, and the duo hoped to make history by completing it. However, after a few days, the weather turned bad and they were unable to descend from the mountain due to the extreme conditions. Despite efforts to rescue them, the climbers were eventually declared dead after a week of intense searching. The attempted climb was a tragic reminder of the dangers of extreme sports and the importance of preparedness and caution in such activities. The tragic turn in the climbing expedition occurred when the weather suddenly changed and the climbers went missing. Despite the experienced guides and state-of-the-art equipment, the unforgiving weather took a turn for the worse, causing the climbers to lose their way. The rescue team searched for days, but the unforgiving conditions made it difficult to find any trace of the missing climbers. As the days turned into weeks, hope dwindled, and families of the climbers waited anxiously for news. It was a heartbreaking moment for everyone involved as the mountain climbed its victims reminding us of the unforgiving power of nature. In March of 2018, Marc-Andre Leclerc, a world-renowned Canadian climber, went missing along with his climbing partner, Ryan Johnson. Despite the difficult and dangerous conditions, search and rescue teams from around the world came together to conduct an extensive operation to locate Leclerc. Despite their efforts, the rescue team was unable to locate Leclerc, and the search was called off after several days. It was a tragic end to the life of a talented climber, and his loss is still felt by the climbing community. Marc-Andre Leclerc was an accomplished and respected climber who had made a significant impact on the climbing community. His untimely death has been felt deeply by climbers around the world, especially in his home country of Canada. Leclerc was known for his bold and technical climbing style, which inspired many climbers to push their limits. His loss was left a void in the climbing community, as he was a role model and mentor to many young climbers. However, his legacy continues to inspire others to pursue their passion for climbing and to strive for excellence in the sport. The climbing community will always remember Marc-Andre Leclerc's contribution to the sport and his impact on those who knew him. He tragically lost his life at a young age. His legacy lives on through the memories of those who knew him and the routes he opened up for future climbers. Leclerc was known for his impressive solo climbs, often in remote and challenging terrain, which he approached with a calm and calculated mindset. He pushed the boundaries of what was thought possible, setting new standards for free climbing and alpinism. His tragic death in March of 2018 while attempting a difficult climb in Alaska had a profound impact on the climbing community. Leclerc was seen as a role model for many aspiring climbers, and his loss was deeply felt by those who knew him personally and those who admired him from afar. The climbing community mourned his passing and reflected on the risks and rewards of the sport. Many climbers were reminded of the importance of safety and the need to balance their passion with caution. Despite the sadness and shock, Leclerc's legacy lives on and continues to inspire climbers around the world to push the limits of what is possible. Thank you for watching our video on the tragic story behind Marc-Andre Leclerc's fatal accident. We hope that this video has shed some light on the events leading up to his disappearance and the impact of his loss into the climbing community. We encourage you to share the video with others and continue the conversation and importance of safety in climbing. If you have any thoughts or comments about this video, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to our channel for more content like this.